We have the rematch! Tomb of the Spider Queen is the first map as the Donuts go up against the Hardos again. Guys, another best of 5 and it should be good. This was one of the first round matches in the winner bracket that was a bit surprising because, I mean, the Donuts just stepped up. They really did. And they went all the way to the winner bracket final where they faced off against Team and then lost without winning a single map. But it just proved again how strong Team really is. And now both of these teams are fighting for a place in the grand final to take it all. We are in the losers bracket, so whoever loses here in this best of 5 series is out of the tournament and takes third place, whereas the winner still has a chance to win the entire thing. And it's a little bit reminiscent also, of course, of Season 1 of the X-Cup series of the summer season. Right now we have Stukov and Lucio both banned out, an immediate pick into Junket on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Vala is obviously still up, and I cannot blame anybody for the Stukov bans. I honestly... As much as I like him, as much as I think Stukov is amazing and you can make so many good plays with him, especially from an observer's perspective, it's just awesome sometimes what he really can pull off. He is so oppressive at times, as a character that cannot only support your own team in the efforts of isolating and killing a hero, but also shut down the attempt of the opponent to do the same thing. So Stukov being banned here makes perfect sense. Now we have Lunara in play for Azorbs. That's a pick that I could have seen on the other side, of course, too, but Make decided to go into Junket this time instead. So, we'll see. Double pick for the blue team. Rutsu, what are we getting? First we're getting Brightwing, and we're getting Urel. Rutsu could, of course, still play Maiev, to name one other hero here. But this series is interesting. Because the Hardos weren't really too happy. Harzorps was streaming after the loss and they're like, yeah, they were better than us, they played, but you could really tell he wasn't too happy with the fact that they just simply lost to the Donuts. There was obviously that crazy game on Tomb of the Spider Queen, which was absolutely incredible. I mean, guys, again, I've said it before, but I say it again. If you have not watched the first round series in the winner bracket between the Donuts and the Hardos, do yourself a favor, go back. If you're watching this on YouTube, first of all, thumbs up on the video. But if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you go back and check that series out, because it was incredible, and especially the second game on Tomb of the Spider Queen was just... I mean, it was amazing. So we got Hanzo, we got Leoric, bans on Tracer and on Mephisto this time. It's really funny to me, by the way, that Marcus' team now up banning Mephisto against another team. Usually it was always him that was targeted with Mephisto bans, but now that Nick is playing the hero too, they're eliminating it here. So, for now, we got Lauber on Diablo and Rutsu as our last pick. Is it gonna be the obvious one? No, they go for Kerrigan. Also, of course, a strong one, similar idea than what you can do with Maiev. Not quite the same thing, but the thought behind it is to an extent similar. And the last pick for Yasu. We still need a support here. You can even go for an Anduin, I suppose. But yeah, Jojo and Leo at the front, Lunara and Hanzo. Nick is just playing Hanzo. Nick is just playing Hanzo. 4 games now in a row in the last series. Now he picks him again. He's not going to pick anything else throughout all of this. Yasu with Ana, and well, we're heading into game number 1 of the best of 5, everybody. The losers bracket final. Let's kick it off on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Chili Donuts against the Hardos. Map number 1, Make on Junkrat. Yeah, we get Banana H on Brightwing, Lauber on Diablo, Skok on Urel, and Rutsu on Kerrigan. Right side of the map, Lunara, played by Hazel this time for the Hardos. We get Copenhagen and Leoric. That in and of itself is already terrifying. And Bad Benny on Jojo. After all the plays that we've seen from Nick now with his meme strike, the fact that he's paired with Yasu's Ana is actually a bit terrifying, because that could be a nano boosted meme strike. And those memes are spicy. So yeah, he's had so much success with that. Not only dealing out damage, but also just driving a wedge between a team. That could be having a huge impact into the late game, especially when the cooldown reduction is obviously going to kick in. But even before that, it should be kind of important. So right now, a little bit of a brawl in the middle of the map. Insta 5v5 here. Rutsu already hopping out a bit, and they're slowly starting to spread out onto the lanes, with Skork having a bit of a problem. And Copenhagen did a fair amount of damage here, so that forces Urel to pop the cooldown on the fountain instantly upon arriving at the bot lane. Not really the best start into a 1 versus 1 lane, so that's already an advantage for Leoric that he can run with a bit. And just generally speaking, the blue team is suffering, at least in the early stages, quite a bit. And I have to remind everybody, Chili Mountain was able to win this in the first round of the tournament, but now they lose Diablo as it starts. Honestly, that feels a little bit more familiar. I mean, please, who else was sitting here the entire playoffs and was thinking whenever Chili Donuts played that something is just a little bit wrong whenever Lauba didn't die first? I can't be the only one that's been thinking that the entire time. So yeah, Lauba died first, everything is okay. The chaos has been banished from the world and order has been restored. So now we can start the game. We got the Hardos with the first kill, and they are still applying the pressure up at the top. Lauba still lurking in the shadows here and hoping for an engage with Diablo as he charges in. But we also have Make with that continuous interrupt potential on Junkrat, which makes him just so annoying to go up against. Same time now, we got Yasu and Nick going for the camp down here. And it's obviously happening on the side of the blue team too. They're making the same moves 2 minutes into the game. Slowly but steadily, the gem count is rising. Nobody has turned in yet. We get Paralyzing Rage from Leoric. And the grenade build gets advanced by Ana as this is happening. And as you can see, Hold Your Ground is in, Burning Enhancement, Explosive Arrows. The push to the mid lane, on the other hand, that could become a bit of a problem. So right now, what do we get here? We have an easy push for at least the gate. They should be able to take that wall down. If Make has a few more hits available here, they could take some of that down. Red team is obviously going to try and counter push now. And Banana H, if they had a stun here, he might even die, and he does. The Fruit Fly is down. Easy kill for Azu and Hanzo. So they are able to get the second kill in a row now, and they are already half a level ahead. So this is interesting, because that push without a support is going to be a little bit problematic. It's only 2 seconds until Brightwing is back, but as you can tell, Make is already low, and they are doing some serious work on both of the towers, while at the same time still expanding that lead in XP a bit. Also, Bad Benny has by now 9 stacks on his level 1. So 1 away from getting a bit of extra healing here. And I'm curious, because that has the potential to become a bit snowbally. It depends on the turn-in. With 18 gems delivered, the Hardos are slightly ahead. Yeah, Sleep Dart. Go for the Condemn. Nick, Banana H, 100 points. Oh, the Iron Skin, but they can't get the kill. He got so close though. Lauba also nearly died here. Both of them are low enough that they might have to hearth. And that of course removes them from the middle of the map for quite some time. The level 7 talent that's now available allows the Hardos to go in a bit deeper even and maybe complete the turn-in. Moving away from the Carrigan combo is also quite crucial here. But this is a very strong start into the series from the Hardos. They haven't established a massive lead in the game yet, but just the way that these fights are playing out favors them significantly. And the red team is turning in. Bad Benny completes the turn-in. 2 kills against 0. And here comes another move for Jojo, I guess. Okay, Iron Skin is out. Roots has been waiting the entire time for a combo attempt. Hasn't pulled the trigger yet. But yeah, they are starting to push these lanes out so that the Web Weavers can do maximum damage. And this is going to tell us a lot now. Because Chili Donuts, if they are struggling on the defense, that could very well be the beginning of a very tough game for the blue team. And they won! They won in the winner bracket. So the Hardos want revenge. This is a best of 5 now, not a best of 3. The wall is already down. Bot lane, top lane, both get pushed. They're making a play for the fountain. That one should be easy if they move in with Hazu. And they're starting to poke down Lauba too. So Brightwing has to help out wherever she can. Rutsu, yeah, these combos, they just don't properly connect. And it's tough. Bad Benny is shielding the team at the front the entire time, but here comes the play on Make and Lauba. These sleep darts, honestly, from Yasu, absolutely on point. This time the combo hits! It doesn't hit Jojo, but it hits Nick. And he gets stunned by Diablo a second later too. They just cannot get the kill, it seems, though. And Leo has capitalized on that situation at the bot lane. Not only did he destroy the entire wall, but he's now going for the fountain, and that's some solid damage on the fort too. So they haven't taken a fort down, but they dropped 2 fountains, the one in the middle and the bot lane. And now have a bit of momentum that they can use to take the Siege Giants as well. Experience is nearly the same on the other hand. So yeah, nearly the same XP for the two teams. Siege Giants have now been taken. And they can start to push this back even further as they do. Blue Web Weavers descending next. So this time it's the Hardos that need to defend. Copenhagen with the 20 gems. Can't stay around for too long. I mean, he can ghost away here, but he can definitely not die. Level 10 is ready. Thornwood Vines, the Meme Strike. Once again, Nick is going to play nothing but Hanzo if he's allowed to do so. He's going to play nothing else this tournament. Just you wait. Here comes the barbecue for Diablo. They're going for the battle. And here's the Entomb. Barbecue time. Lauber gets attacked, but he's able to make his way back out of this. 20 gems on Leo hit the floor, and nobody is there to pick him up. And that's the problem right there. If you have this many gems on a hero, you need to protect them. Yasuo's on the run. Granny runs away from the Ultralisk. And this is the time for the Donuts to turn the game around, to push and negate that small advantage that the Hardos were still holding. They're going for the middle. They're trying to take the fort down. The top one is also taking damage. So does the one at the bot lane. Great fight for the Donuts. They take the 20 gems away from the opponent, and they're able to do a significant damage with the first objective of the game. Fort in the mid lane hasn't quite been destroyed. This one, I mean, if Skog takes it, if he wants it, there it is. They take it down. Fountain is eliminated on 2 lanes now. And they want that fort, don't they? They're moving in with nearly everything that they have. But Benny is able to move out of harm's way and disengage for just a second. That was unfortunate. Skog pushing the target out of Rutsu's combo. Here comes the Entomb, and all of a sudden Lauber is the one getting attacked. So you gotta be real careful, especially against Lunara, who's just using the Thornwood Vines to poke them down from a distance. She's at 29,000 damage. Hanzo is a bit ahead of her with the 33 that he has already put in. And there's the next turn-in attempt. Skog with 26. But yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. Rutsu and Skog, they didn't communicate that properly. So the second that the combo comes out from Karrigan, Skog just simply pushes everybody away, goes for the big clear out, and yeah, that was the end of that play. Nearly turned against Diablo then. Dead on in XP though. Both of the teams hitting level 12 as we speak. Camp gets taken. Both of them. No Siege Giants this time. And here come the Blue Web Weavers again. They get the 2 turn-ins in a row. And if you look at the minimap, you can already tell that the top and the mid fort are super low. They should both fall here. So for now, the attack and the middle and the top is continued. Yeah. 2 kills to 1. They start to collapse a little bit into the middle. Taking those 20 gems away was big. That was really big. Talk about 20 gems, but Benny is holding pretty much the same amount. And here they come again. 16,000 damage for Junkrat. That fort is toast. The top one too. They go for Hanzo. And the combo. It connects. And that's a kill. And they're gonna... no, not again. 21 gems. And Benny is out. Yeah. That's how you lose the game, everybody. Twice now they lost heroes that were holding 20 gems or more. We are 9 minutes into the game, and after a very strong early game where the Hardos were sneaking in a small lead, they are now losing the first keep of the game. The Donuts, they needed just one opportunity or two, and they absolutely started crushing it here. So yes, the Hardos, they are in some real trouble now. They're level behind. All of this happening with only 5 kills, but look at the minimap. 3 forts are still standing for the Donuts. Whereas the Hardos have lost not only the outer ring of defense, but also their keep in the middle. That escalated quickly. I mean, oh boy. Yeah, that just... whew. From 0 to hero. Now, bot lane, next camp gets taken. And they are going for not quite a turn-in again. But they have way more gems here. Yeah, that's 32 already turned in. You can really tell that all of these hits against the Hardos have made them lose way too many gems. And it's kind of incredible if you think about it. It's 3 kills. 3 kills. But it was at least 50 gems in total that they lost there. Now, boss gets attacked. They're playing around this a bit. You don't really want to force that too much. Pretty much the attack at the boss is just designed to make them move towards the top and give those siege giants a little bit more wiggle room at the bottom. But Copenhagen is now going for it and is taking care of that. Now, the one thing that I want to still highlight is that, of course, the Hardos have done some incredible work with Leo in the last few games. So you want to be careful that he doesn't hit his 20. But since they're now taking Lunara and are trying to go for a follow-up kill on Yazoo, which they indeed are getting, it seems that they are not going to wait too long this time. No, they are really getting aggressive around those pushes, especially with the level 16 talent that they now hold, and can get the boss and maybe even go for the second keep of the game. So the Hardos in trouble as the Chili Donuts are making big plays on map number 1 of this best of 5 series. And yeah, only 3 kills ahead, but more than a level, an entire talent. And I guess if they wanted to, the Hardos could now turn in and try and trade. But it seems like they're not even attempting to do that. Well, Nick does. But Skog is going to interrupt that. Yeah, there's not going to be a turn-in for you right now. So Copenhagen at the bottom of the map is still trying to make sure that at least the 4 takes some damage or falls. But the boss at the top side is now making his way over. Probably not going to take the keep down if the blue team doesn't completely push with it. But it will open the wall up. And Urel is still sitting bot side defending here. It doesn't change the fact, though, that... hello? Yeah, careful, Betty. I was expecting him to use the Iron Skin a bit earlier and then get out of this, but instead he eats the stun. Was no follow-up. But that's the wall destroyed. And Urel is in the middle, and guess what? The blue team is the one that turned in. And now they got the Web Weavers touching ground. And the Web Weaver, the bot lane, is going to do nothing but simply push the lane out a little bit. In the middle of the map, on the other hand, is going to push for Koa. And top side, the goal is, of course, still to take that keep down. And once that both of the lanes are open, it's gonna get worse. Yeah, Rutsu, Nick is gonna get out. Riptire nearly blew him apart, but he was able to escape. Lauber then again dies. Lauber is down. That's a bit of a setback for them. Urel also gets attacked, but the keep still falls. So the keep is down. Lauber might have fallen. He had the souls. He'll be back. Urel also gets eliminated. Not a lot of gems lost since he just turned in, but of course a few are missing now. We have the Web Weaver still at the bottom of the map, and they're posturing around at the top lane a bit further. But eventually the blue team will have to back off here. I don't think that they can really make a play for the core. But they are opening that bot lane up too. Now, the Hardos think that they can maybe get another kill. I have no idea why Lauba is engaging, but they can get the kill on Ana. It's a bit of a risk that they're running. In a 4 versus 5, they are still fighting that battle. Now, to be fair, there were already heroes at the bot lane trying to defend here. But they get the kill, and now that allows them to steal that camp away. And of course, they also extend their experience lead and snowball it to level 20 a bit faster than they normally would be able to. But yep, there we go. 6 kills to 4, and they have level 19 already. It's insane. 2 keeps are down. 2 keeps are just gone. Banana Age, he also needs to go, and he needs to go quickly. So does Lauba. I think this time he might just be down for the count. Yeah, there's the Entomb, and Lauba... Oh, he's alive! Yeah, he's dead. Lauba is dead, and so is Kerrigan. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those instances where I just don't really know why fight. Like, why sit there and battle it out? It doesn't really make any sense to me. You are already ahead, you're getting close at level 20, just fall back, play it safe, get your talent, why give them the kills, you know? Now they got the kills, they got also the underdog bonus because they were behind, which means that they closed the gap a bit. They haven't fully closed it, there will still be a level 20 advantage for the Donuts, but now there's a turn-in opportunity, and it's just unnecessary. It's unnecessary to give them the option or the opportunity to come back into this. For the Hardos, it's great. The Hardos are going to be very happy about this. A couple of mistakes on the side of the Donuts that allow them to get back into the game. Hell yeah, they're going to take that. Especially since level 20 for them is going to be big. Once they have level 20, they have cooldown reduction on not only Jojo, but also on Nick. So Hanzo and Johanna with cooldown reduction on their ults. Yep, that is a game changer. So is the Entomb. Guys, the level 20 talents for the Hardos are insane. They're absolutely incredible. So I don't know why the Donuts would risk this, but they do. They do and they did. Now, we'll see how far this goes, but the fort at the bot lane has now finally been taken down, so the Hardos, with some actual damage, they need to make sure that they are not the ones dying now, so they all fall back and wait for the experience to tickle in. But their level 20 talents are going to be absolutely incredible. And I'm a bit scared. Because we've seen already once what can happen on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Then again, I wouldn't really worry about it too much because a rematch would be kind of cool. Of what we saw on Tomb the last time they faced off against each other, I mean. Yeah, and he has level 20 now. Alright, off we go. Shocker, the Nano Infusion, the Heaven's Fury, and the Dragon Awakens. And look at this. Forest Wrath. Forest Wrath for more poke. 2 keeps or no 2 keeps? I'm gonna be blunt, guys. I think they can win this. There's the kill. Mace to the face. Counter kill attempt. And Nick jumps away. Kerrigan is gonna get barbecued if she's not careful here. Diablo the one with the lightning breath. And here's the old Kerrigan is losing hit points quickly. And they isolated Lauber completely from the rest of the team. And that is what we call a double kill. Lauber goes down. Takes him a bit longer, but he's going to be down for the count this time. So this is a 5 versus 4. I don't know what to tell you. But I feel that one came as advertised. Once that they have level 20, it's going to become a problem. The boss is up. And of course, the Donuts are still heavily ahead in regards to structures on the map. But 8 kills to 6. And a pretty clean fight. Yeah, this could turn. Especially if they go for the boss and the turn-in. So... if they go for both. Oh boy, if they slowly but steadily start to take these structures down and win the fights, this would be absolutely hilarious. If I'm on the side of the Donuts, I'm gonna be worried a little bit. If I'm a fan of the Donuts, I'm annoyed at this point. I'm really annoyed that they did fight and didn't just retreat and play it safe. Nick turns in. Red Web Weavers are going to come down. Leo takes the boss. They time it. The lane in the middle and the lane at the bottom, of course, is only going to be pushed back. The Web Weavers are not going to do jack shit here, but that's not the plan. The plan is to crush the top lane. That's what they're trying to do. The rest is just simply making sure that the core doesn't fall to catapults. And yeah, these bad boys are obviously hurting now. But top side, as you can see, the fort is gone. That one is instant. Now they're going to try and make a play for the keep, and they have to make sure that the flank is not going to become an issue. But thanks to all the poke, Diablo finds himself at 50% HP for a moment. So that fort is gone. Now they go for the keep. And even if they can't go for the core, they all of a sudden have a much better position on the match than they had previously. So yeah, things are looking way better for the Hardos than they did a few minutes ago. Urel jumps in, and again, this keep is gone. There is no way to save that keep anymore. That's 100% gone. The only question is what else is going to happen. Look at the mid lane on the minimap. They're having another fort destroyed. So the entire structural advantage that the Chili Donuts had throughout this game is pretty much obliterated. They only have an edge in the mid lane where they still have their keep. That's it. That's all. They were so far ahead and they threw it away completely by fighting on the other side of the map for nothing and then losing the battle. So now we have 74,000 damage for Hanzo, 41,000 for Junkrat, and the Donuts, they find themselves in a very defensive position now. They dominated the game in the middle and the early late game, and now it's the complete opposite. They are the ones just sitting in their base, thinking about how do we engage into this. Is someone stepping out so that we can get some stuns with Kerrigan and Diablo and drop him? But there's camp stolen away, the push through the middle, and the red team is just YOLOing out one ability after another, and why wouldn't they? Their cooldown reduction is incredible. Hanzo is going to get easy cooldown reduction on this again if he needs to. Even Hanzo is safe. He gets engaged upon by Diablo, but is able to move out. And here comes Kerrigan. There's the Entomb. Mace to the face. Rotsu survives, but just... Banana Age saving the day for the team. But this pretty much illustrates the problem. There's so many good upgrades on level 20 for that team that they can just poke, poke, poke. Lauber and the boys in blue, they need a good engage. Maybe now, maybe here. Rutsu, again, all they need is a kill. Give me a kill or two and the blue team can still turn this. The problem is that with the composition they are playing, this is getting more difficult as time continues. 46 stacks, by the way, for Jojo, so the self-sustain that she holds is quite gigantic. And of course, it's going to just increase. So, what a game here again. That's just game 1 in a best of 5. Yeah, Bruiser Gamp gets attacked here. And it is time to start the show, everybody, because the teams are getting slowly but steadily into territory again where at least the Donuts can turn in again for another round of Web Weavers. They need a few more gems, they're not quite there yet, but they're closing in on it and they delivered 53 of them already. Where's the boss? 2 minutes, 1:30. 1:30. Alright, 1:30 for the boss. Not enough gems yet. Benny should probably turn in. Every single time I see someone with 20 gems or more, I'm like, not so sure about that. Didn't work earlier. So yeah, let's go. Siege Giants at the bot lane also taken. Yeah, they're controlling these lanes easily. And there's the turn in on the 10. Yeah, Make turns in as well. 60. They have enough. They got enough now. They just need to turn in the 5 gems that they hold, and they got Web Weavers. But Siege Giants at the bot lane are pressuring the lane a little bit. Oh, and this time the Entomb actually misses. And there's the turn in. Skog turns in the gems, and now we got the Web Weavers. But immediately, the red team with the attack. Trying for it at least, but in comes Stock from the side. Carry again with a combo attempt. Doesn't quite work out. They go for Urel. She pops the ult. Nobody can get a kill here. The cooldown reduction is the biggest problem. Lauber? Hello? Where did he want to go? Someone went AFK. Yeah, he didn't pay attention at all where he was walking straight into Hanzo's ult and then was like, oops, I better use my Hellgate. Well, I'm going to be in trouble. But of course now they're going to try and push for game. If they can still take it, I think that would be a little bit of a relief for all the Chili Donuts fans, but the Hardos definitely clawed their way back into the series, and one team fight can decide the entire thing now. 8 kills to 6, 51 stacks for Jojo, 200,000 siege damage for Leo. Junkrat shortly behind, but there's the big combo! They kill Junkrat. There's no kill like overkill. Banana H was able to get out, but that was the ult of Johanna, the ult of Hanzo after an Entomb engage from Leoric. If they would have been a little bit faster on the trigger for the remaining ults, I think Brightwing would have died too, and they could possibly end here. As it stands, it was only Junkrat that fell, but that of course shuts down the entire attack. They can easily defend against the Web Weavers. And besides the fact that they can now push, they also have nearly enough gems for a turn-in. To be fair, if they get all of them, I think they have enough. They had 56, so they're 9 gems short. And there's easy gems up for picking in the mid lane and in the bot lane. So, yep, they can definitely get that done right here, right now. And then with the Web Weavers, they can be the ones pushing for those keeps. And let's not forget, there's a boss back up on the map, and we're 25 minutes into the game. So that's another thing. 55 gems, by the way, for Jojo. Sorry, not gems, but thingies here. Globes. That's actually kind of nuts. She pretty much gets a full hit point bar back. Combo misses. They use 2 ults on the combo. That's 2 big cooldowns gone. And the Donuts look at this and they're saying like, guys, that's our chance. That's our chance. They already are on cooldown. Especially for Leo, that's important. So it seems like they're trying to make a play for the boss. This is a bit of a Hail Mary, not gonna lie. They're pretty much just saying, we either need to fight here, or we need the boss, or this in the long run could turn against us. Rutsu is moving away here. Alright, gets actually caught by the Condemned. They're trying to move in from the side. Hellgate, Anna, they need that kill. They need it. And oh, there it is. They get it. They get the kill. But Diablo and Brightwing are both dead. Hanzo again with a big ult. Bambi is dead too. It's a 3 versus 3. Nope. Kerrigan dies. Skog jumping in. They want Nick. And he's dead. What a fight. Diablo's back. He had the soul stacks and he's coming back in. there's the drain against Macke, and they go for Copenhagen, and bam, he's down too. The only survivor of that slaughter was Johanna. And how are they playing this now? Catapults on the core would be the dream. They only have Jojo surviving. Bad Benny is there. 31 gems for him. If they can get the catapults to the core, that would work. But it's only one. The second one is moving in as we speak. Here comes the cooldown reduction again for Bad Benny as he's jumping in and out. But he's all alone. They need to buy 10 more seconds. 15 for Lunara. And the core is just not falling here. They just can't pull that off. They don't have the damage output with this. So they're just falling back again. They tried to go for the core and they just couldn't. How is it possible that the second time in a row that we see these two teams on Tomb of the Spider Queen, it's just such a slaughter. That's insane. 60 stacks by now for Johanna. Guys, the amount of self-sustain on this thing is nuts. Is absolutely nuts. So, yeah, we got 110,000 damage for Hanzo. And now they go for the boss. And it's already sniffed out. And here comes the cavalry. Benny needs to move in. 42 gems. They already wait for him. It's a 27-minute boss. Diablo! Boss is taken. Boss is taken. And everybody just jumped out. Kerrigan jumped out too. Nano boosted Lunara. This is bad news for the Hardos. This is really bad news for the Hardos. They might lose the game here. Chili Donuts, if they win this, they could have had such an easier victory. But now the Riptire. Bambi is dead. Bambi is as dead as his mother. So is Leoric. That old ghost was only skin and bones anyways. Now they're making a play for Benny, and that is game. That's game. The Chili Donuts, they could have had such an easy game here after the initial lead, and they played with their food a bit. At the end of the day, they are victorious, though, in game number 1. The Hardos defeated on Tomb of the Spider Queen as the Chili Donuts take the 1-0 lead in this best of 5 series at the losers bracket final. GG and well played.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Tomb of the Spider Queen between these two teams is going to be a highlight forever, I suppose. Someone was suggesting in the lobby that they should only be allowed to play Tomb, and players from both teams immediately went like, nope, not interested, even a little bit. So we got Infernal Shrines as our second map in the series. Obviously, the blue team has taken the lead here. They nearly threw it, though. They were heavily ahead on the first map, and if they played safe, slow, and calm, they win that easily. But they gave the Hardos a ticket back into the game, and the Hardos were nearly able to turn the tables on them. So now we're heading into Infernal Shrines, and let's see what they can pull off this time. I'm already excited for this. This should be good. They banned Rutsu, Zarya, it's Infernal Shrines. Feels like we didn't see as much Shrines in these playoffs as we normally do. But yes, off we go. We got our boy Junkrat banned out. Shocking, I know, you're surprised. Stukov, I mean, I guess Stukov's gonna be banned. If you let Stukov through here, then you deserve everything that's coming your way. After what we've seen throughout the tournament, and this being Infernal Shrines. And they ban Vala instead, okay. No Red Riding Hood in game number 2. I like my auto attack Vala now. I kind of liked it when Jimmy was part of the meta and was using the auto attack style, but now Vala is pretty much filling that spot with a newly changed level 1 talent. And as it turns out, they banned Lucio over Stukov, so now Stukov's still being up, and oh my god, shocking! I did not see this one coming. Really? Stukov picked? Ha! Call me surprised. No. I mean, again, Stukov doesn't guarantee a victory, but he is still pretty good. Blaze and Lunara for the Chili Donuts. So, yep. Very, very good start into the draft for them too. Blaze obviously great on any map, but also here on Infernal Shrines with all the control he brings over the shrine, the AoE, the poke. I mean, Greta is disappointed whenever Blaze gets picked, and she really is angry because Blaze, you know, I mean, he really likes oil and he burns it too, so he's not the most environmental friendly guy there. But then again, at the same time, do we really care? Greta is always angry, so Yeah, there's that. We got Bambi, though. Bambi's okay with Blaze. If Bambi's okay with Blaze, then we all are. Dehaka for a little bit more global action, and there comes Tychus. So we're going to get a bit of a mech place with Odin to secure the shrine. They're going to try that. And Nubarak gets banned. Alright. The Beetle, once again out. Yeah, the thing with the Nubarak is, it's just always the Stuka follow-up that really does it for you. That's one of the reasons why I could possibly see Benny picking Varian again. Now, Varian doesn't give you as much on the shrine as other heroes, let's say Diablo, Jojo. But at the same time, Varian stun, taunt into Stukov is pretty good. And, well, for Nick, is it going to be another Hanzo play? Again, I don't remember how many times Nick played Hanzo before they played their match against Gunnarsson. I don't remember. I haven't really paid attention there. But he played Hanzo every single map that they played against Gunnarsson. And now also against the Donuts. So that is 5 in a row now. Here comes Brightwing. And Jojo is in too. Hanzo Varian? Hanzo Diablo? Oh, what's it gonna be? Can Nick play other heroes? At this point, I'm not sure anymore. He was the one that always picked Kerrigan for them, or Maiev, but at this point, I'm not so sure anymore. Yeah, Cassia! The streak is broken, everybody. Yep, Cassia and Diablo. Alright, the streak is broken. No Hanzo this time for Nick. Last pick, Rutsu. Let's check that out real quickly and see what we're going to get here. Infernal Shrines is our second map in the best of 5 here in the loser bracket final. Time to get the party started here. Last but not least, for the blue team, it is Sylvanas. Alright. Let's go, everybody. Infernal Shrines, map number 2, between the Chili Donuts and the Hardos. Chili Donuts against the Hardos. Game number 2, Macke on Lunara for the blue team. We have Lauba on Johanna, everybody. Banana H on Brightwing, and Rutsu is playing Sylvanas with Skog on Blaze. On the right side of the map, Yasu is playing Stuka for the Hardos. The red team is playing Nick, this time on Cassia. It's the first time in, well, 5-6 games that he's finally on a different hero than Hanzo. Bad Benny with Diablo, and Copenhagen on Dehaka. Hazops is playing Tychus, and that leads us straight into this Infernal Shrines match, where we have, once again, the low blow on Stukov's level 1. And with Sylvanas, always the chance to maybe go for a bit of a tower attack. That's also why we have some heroes here in the middle of all of this, trying to make sure that they have a chance to react, you know, wherever the push comes. But this time, Rutsu doesn't even make that play. So yeah, that's playing a little bit slow at this point. And, well, down to the bottom of the map, seems like Cassia might be in trouble. There's a few hits coming in and also a bit of a slow, but they're still fine. But here's, after all, Rutsu's engaged with half of the team, trying to take a few structures down. And they get that tower to 20% HP. They might have overstayed their welcome a little bit, on the other hand. Well, then again, Bad Benny is very much so alone with Nick, and that nearly cost Cassia her life. So, good start again with Sylvanas for the Donuts. It's just the initial pressure play that you're trying to execute with her. They nearly took the first tower down, so good damage on the bot lane. Top side has suffered a bit, on the other hand, because the Hardos were also pressuring. It's now all about the camps, obviously. And in this case, at least, the Hardos are immediately there to try and take them down. Possibly, at least, that is. So they're starting to make their play. Bad Benny steals the camp away with the boys. And here comes Hazu. Yeah, he's on half HP as well, so here comes the fight. Banana H drops low real quickly. And Benny also on the run. Careful, though. The blue team is really suffering down here. I mean, part of it is obviously because it was initially it was a 4 versus 5, but now that Dehaka and Blaze are still playing the rotational game between the mid and the top lane, that has changed. But there's a lot of damage for the Hardos, particularly with the charge strikes here as a level 1 talent, so that little bit of area damage is very impactful. Ring of Leech comes in on level 4. They're trying to turn it on Benny now on the other hand as they're moving down to the bottom of the map. The wall stun against Lauber though cost Jojo her life. Lauber again dying first. Here we go. Once again, Lauber dies as the game starts. All is as it should be. Order has been restored. I mean, on the one hand, I feel a little bit sorry for him. On the other hand, it's just become such a meme over the past year and so consistently that, yeah, you just have to always throw it out there. When Lauber dies first, everything is fine. So, well, for now, we got at the bottom of the map still these little poke plays by Rutsu and Banana Ages. They're trying to take the structures down, but the objective has now been announced. What we're going to see is at least one hero staying on the side lane in an attempt to get enough experience for level 7 talents. But the camps are, of course, now taken by both, and yeah, down at the bottom. The problem is that Sylvanas kind of shifts things around a little bit. If you have Sylvanas, you don't necessarily have to even play for the objective, because you can simply push lanes with her. And the red team is very well aware of that too. Banana H, nah, the grenade is not going to take him down. So, yeah, top side, that's where we have Blaze taking control for now. Sylvanas has still been pushing in the middle a bit. Tigers has gone into the bigger they are on level 4 to chunk Diablo down a bit faster. But the level 7 talent should hit for both teams around the same time. A little bit faster for the Hardos, but not a window that they should be able to exploit here. Brightwing is still holding the bot lane and can always global in, and there it is. The talent kicks in for both. Choke and Pollen once again. And Nick, uh-oh, he's in trouble, but Bad Benny with an engage and the stun against Blaze saves the day for now, and they go for Lauber again. He dies once more, and it seems like Benny is going to join him in death here, but so is Blaze, and Benny survives. Benny survives, but Blaze died. The Hardos, they're going hard in game number 1, and the Donuts, they get eaten alive. 3 kills, 2-0. Sprinkles and all. That's definitely Immortal number, Punisher number 1. So yeah, that is actually a significant lead now. If they can get good damage in that push, that could be the beginning of a bit of a snowball. Now, Banana H is sitting in the middle, and Rutsu, of course, is now going to join the defense, but still, we're having a Mortar Punisher here. The wall is going to fall 100%, so that thing is gone. The only question is, how much more can they get? Can they take the entire fort down? That's a little bit questionable, but they should be able to at least get some damage done, and they want to go for the kill. They go for Brightwing. The body block is getting ready. Benny is going deep for this one and has to retreat now as he gets polymorph, but the Punisher jumps in for his piece of the action, and Lauber is in trouble, and he's dead again. I'm more dead than alive at this point. Lauber down, and the fort is likely going to fall now too. They can try and counterplay that as much as they want. They even get the kill on Diablo, but if the fort gets destroyed, who cares? And guess what? Copenhagen says hello. Comes in for Banana H. They can't get that kill, but Sylvanas has now fallen, and they still want Brightwing. Nick is also getting attacked. Brightwing moves out. Mark is a bit low. Needs to be real careful here, especially since the ults are now ready. He's at 50 HP and barely makes it out. 5 kills, 2-2. The Hardos with a kill on the fort. And yes, they are taking the lead here for sure. It was a good Valkyrie from Nick, but it didn't quite drop Lulinara. So now we have also Odin. That's going to make every single objective from here on out so much easier for the Hardos, because it's one of the most powerful heroic abilities on Infernal Shrines around the objective. Yeah, trying to steal the camp away still. With level 10 being available for the Donuts, we now have them also with a falling sword. So that Jojo can start to jump around, and that should keep Lauber a lot safer as well. Mind control, trying to go for it. I still to the day don't really understand why mind control is even effective against Diablo, because for mind control, I mean, there needs to be something to control, right? And that has always been a little bit of a dummy. But anyways, Copenhagen is now moving in too, and they try for the isolation here. Another Valkyrie attempt, but Nick is not connecting them. Bad Benny, he's low, and Lunara with a double jump, and Diablo dies. Diablo is down, and the Donuts, they're fighting back everybody. Here we go. Easy hits. We got the Donuts with the kills, and they are back to business all of a sudden, aren't they? That's all that it took. 2 kills, and here we go. So they try to push to the bot lane. And coming in from the top now, here's Sylvanas. Hello, sir. And with Make, Lunara is able to get kills in. But they lose one too. They lose Blaze. So Blaze isn't have bunker available anymore. He dies, but so does Hazu. Hazu is dead. Everybody down here is dead and dying. They're turning Infernal Shrines into a graveyard at this point. Oh, the blue team, 7 HP on Rutsu. But he dies too. Lauber gets licked and dies. 5-man team wipe. Everybody dead on the side of the Donuts. They come back into the game and they are going full int. Oh boy, they went way too deep on this one. Way too deep. So yeah, that kind of hurt. That definitely became a little bit of a problem. Easy kill and easy talent advantage now for the Hardos as they are locking in the Neosteel coding. We also have It Hungers for Stukov. And the next shrine is activating, and all of that happening with the talent advantage for the red team is obviously more than a bit of a gift. 15 stacks for Jojo, nothing really too crazy. For Lauber it would be quite beneficial if they could lock in a Punisher or two so that he gets the double globe in the middle as a reward. But that's not happening. So here we go. Bad Benny, fully stacked. Sylvanas again. I mean, they're playing Rat Dota at this point. That's pretty much what they're trying to do. Full Red Dota style, just running around, killing shit. Not even going for the objective. Mind Control misses, Jet Propulsion misses. Nick just too smart. But he's also gonna die. So, yeah, I'm not so sure on the smart anymore. If he can get the kill, though, that would be great. But the stun shuts it down. They are stealing the camp at the top left, though. So, Nick was sticking around here for a bit too long and should have probably moved away sooner. But they're still fighting for the objective. And with 17 stacks to their name, they have a pretty solid lead. But now the Donuts have caught the extra talent. So they got their talent. And, well, Yazoo, not like this. What a back and forth series. Every time one team takes the lead. It's just one, I mean, honestly, just one blunder away from equalizing the score again. Like, the matches between the two of them have been absolutely fantastic. I really love this. It's just a continuous back and forth, blow for blow. No defense, really. Hazu barely surviving. Benny low again. The red team, they just snuck the objective. They just stole it away. Benny died. He had the stacks, so he's coming back. Now we have even the Punisher jumping in, and they want the kill, and they're getting it. Johanna's down, killed by the Punisher. Jojo just got punished, and Haas moving in from the top. The fuck is happening here? I mean, seriously, guys, they're losing another one to the Punisher. What is going on here? We have 20 kills at the 10-minute mark. 20 kills 10 minutes into the game. This is getting ridiculous. How did the Hardos go from losing several heroes on the objective and just barely locking the Punisher in to now all of a sudden taking the fort down in the middle and locking in a level 16 talent lead? I mean, seriously, what the hell is happening? Just a few seconds ago, we had the exact opposite unfolding in front of us. Now Rutsu is getting attacked. The Punisher, he really is out for blood today. Now the level 16 talents are there, and that gives us the martial law. But, yep, that is another push for fort. So the fort in the mid lane and top lane, they both have been destroyed. Now they're coming through the bottom of the map in an attempt to take this one down too. But yeah, it is just getting absolutely nasty here. They get their level 16 talent in a moment, and I don't doubt for a second that we're going to see another big fight around that. Besides that, we have now 38,000 damage for Nick and his Cassia, 33,000 for Lunara, and they're painting the map completely red. I mean, look at the minimap for just a moment. Every single camp has now been taken by the Hardos. Every single one of them. Let's actually take a look at the mercenary experience. Yeah, 3,000 against 1,000. That's where we're at now. Yeah, big difference here, for sure. And that's obviously a pretty significant gap that we're talking about. The next objective is spawning at the top side, with the level 16 talents now ready for the Donuts. It's also something to point out here. They run the global, by the way, so they are the one. Yeah, Brightwing obviously is available for the blue team, but it's not quite the same as having the added wave clear that the Haka brings. They go for Diablo again. Mind control. And he's dead. Oh, the grenade to the face. Bambi gets blown up here. Easy kill right there. That was an important one too. If Diablo dies and they don't get a counter kill, they might lose out on the map control. But now it's 13 kills to 9. Lauber is moving in again. And damn, these grenades are really starting to hurt. I mean, he fully specced into it on the 1, the 7, and the 16. So Hazu is really getting damage done with that bad boy. The Titan grenade on level 16 here. And they are just crushing. This entire game is just blow for blow. 22 kills, all in all. And now the move down to the bottom of the map, maybe in another attempt to take that fort down. Red team still has 2 forts in play. But yeah, this game is just crazy. This series, I was looking forward to the rematch. Simply because the games that they played in the first round of the tournament were incredible. But now they're just continuing exactly where they left off. And of course the reward for whoever wins the series is a slot in the grand final of the tournament. Where they would go up against Team Wah! And whoever loses takes 3rd place in the tournament. Not bad by any means, but obviously you're aiming for more here. Objective about to be up. Mind control misses. They go for Hazu. And he is about to get out. Yes, they're trying to turn it on Bambi again. Lunara is down. Brightwing, the fruit fly, also gets killed. Yeah, the exterminators are in the house. Trashwing is dead. And they are dropping Jojo as well. Yeah. At this point, the Hardos, they're just cleaning those team fights up. They go through the donuts like hot butter through cheese. Easy triple kill for them. Now they're 7 kills ahead and closing in on level 20. We got 47,000 damage for Cassia and 46,000 for Sylvanas. And that's the problem. Now Skog is still up on the map and so is Sylvanas. The two of them really got to be careful here. If they move in a bit too deep, they're just going to be hammered because the Hardos are going to play whack-a-mole whenever they see someone pop up here. Big lead now and the chance to go for the keep at the top lane too, of course. So that's a bit of a chance. Taking all of this down right here, right now. 2-level advantage, Storm Talons to boot. And it's at least going to be a keep. They're going to get their keep for sure. Big slaps coming in with the controlled chaos. Here we go. Gotta be careful. Benny hellgating out. Here comes the Haka. And we got the big red button. Oh, big hits. But Stukov falls. Stukov is down. They try to go for a kill on Sylvanas and they're able to lock it in. The Punisher with the follow-up. Look at this. He's coordinating with the rest of the team too. They push someone over and he immediately triggers the jump. Brightwing is dead, committing honorable Sudoku here, right here in the back line. And after Brightwing's Subaru, we're seeing now the team defending with only 3. They're lacking the support. They got to be real careful. There's nobody here to sustain them through that fight. They're diving into the middle even. Barbecue time by Diablo. They nearly get the kills on the front line. But the keep is about to fall, and if that trend continues, then the core is gonna be next. They are going for it, and why wouldn't they? They have the Storm Talons, they have the big advantage, and that's the big opportunity here to end the game, to tie the score as they go for Game 3. But good defense for now, at least from the Donuts. They might be able to hold this, at least for the time being. And you can already tell that the Hardos are realizing they bit off a little bit more than they can chew. But Blaze gets killed! Blaze gets killed! The core loses a couple of hit points. Blaze dies to the Punisher. And the keep in the middle falls too. Guys, we're gonna look at that again. That was awesome. Look at the Punisher. Look at Blaze. Blaze thinks he's safe. Everybody's trying to get away here. And all of a sudden the Punisher says, it's party time. He wants a piece of the action and he got it. 79% on the core of the blue team. And with Blaze gone, the red team, they see an opportunity. They smell blood in the water and they're going for it. Especially with the big red button on Odin. They have the chance here. Also, both lanes are pushing. The mind control on Diablo, that's not going to be enough. Yeah, they're going to end it. They're going to end it right here. Diablo might die, but there's more than enough damage to end the game. More than enough. Harzobs alone is just finishing the job. 30 kills in total. The score is tied as we move on to game number 3 of the best of 5. Here we go, game number 3. The series is tied, everybody. We got a 1-1 between the Hardos and the Chili Donuts, so we are guaranteed to have at least 4 maps between the two teams. I'm definitely on board for that. Towers of Doom is map number 2. So far, everything was pretty spicy between them. Lucio gets banned again, and I honestly don't know which team I favor at this point. I have no idea. I guess it comes down to drafts at the end of the day, and also execution. I mean, duh. But the way that this has played out is that every single time it seems that at least around the mid-game or the late mid-game, it's a massive brawl, and it's just super chaotic. It's fight after fight, but especially the Donuts, they need to play these things when they are ahead a little bit more disciplined. They even had one moment at the bot lane where they were attacking on Infernal Shrines and thinking to take the fort down with Sylvanas, and they ended up getting wiped because of it, and that shouldn't happen. So, kind of unfortunate. We'll see how far they can get here. Towers of Doom is obviously a pretty awesome map. Always a nice comeback map too. I wouldn't mind to have a proper Vala game now. And I guess he's gonna get banned because I say that? Nah, I don't think so. If he bans Zarya already, it's a little bit of a soft ban on the Vala composition. Yeah, there's a Junkrat ban. Okay, so Vala is likely gonna make an appearance here. Another question would be if Nick is now moving in and taking his Hanzo again. Right wing and Falstad. Ooh, Globals. Globals! Yep, both of them. Could still pick Vikings. Could still pick ETC with Stage Dive on the other side. But Diahaga banned out. Falstad is going to be the next best thing. And Hazu is obviously a very good Falstad player. Okay, so there's a Nubarak and there's Blaze. Yep, stun into stun. That's a lot actually. You have the Blaze Jet Propulsion, you have the Nubarak stuns, you have Cocoon that you can use unless Liming is taken to burn it down with a Disintegrate, and after all of this, Stukov will follow up with a Lurking Arm again. So yeah. Huh. There's Lunara. Banned out. I don't think that they're gonna ban Vala here. There's no need for it. If you have Falstad on the other side, it's unlikely that there's gonna be 2 auto attackers that get played. Targeting Nick on the other hand, or Benny, that's a different story. And they go for the side lane. Leo. Copenhagen's Leoric plays. He's level 20 in Tombs. Just too good. That 20 is such a game changer, honestly. If you have a good game with Leo before he hits 20, then you're going to have a fantastic one after he gets the Storm Talent. So here comes the double pick. So we need something for Benny. Very likely Copenhagen is going to pick the side laner and they're going to leave Nick's pick up for last. Yes, there we have it. Muradin and Hogger get taken. So with Muradin you have a little bit more CC. Hogger's obviously coming in and chips in too. But now what is especially Make going to play? Rutsu and Make, they need to bring the damage now. Vala is still up. Could still go for Vala. Wouldn't be too bad, but it also means that they need another support, and I don't see that coming. There's Rutsu with the Zeratul. And Make with Sylvanas. Jeez, there's even going to be now a Wailing Arrow follow-up, or maybe even a Mind Control on all the stuns that they're currently chipping in. So that's a ton of CC. And Zeratul is going to play likely, again, the same style that he's been playing in previous games, where he goes full cleave build for wave clear and for teamfight damage, and then uses the Void Prison to isolate targets over the Might of the Nerazim setups that we traditionally see in Europe these days. Well, with these days, I mean last 2 years. Nick, last pick, Towers of Doom, game number 3. Who's gonna pull ahead here? Best of 5 series, obviously. And Nick plays Cassia again. So he morphed from a one-trick pony Hanzo into a one-trick pony Cassia, apparently. Let's find out together if it's gonna be successful for them. Towers of Doom, map number 3. Third game of the best of 5. Rutsu with his Zeratul once more as we are heading into Towers of Doom. Make with Sylvanas, we have Skog on Blaze, Banana H on Stukov, and Lauber on Nubarak. On the right side of the map, Hazu ops with Falstad, we get Benny on Muradin, Yasu on Brightwing, and Nick is playing Cassia, second game in a row. I mean, 100% win rate, right? Copenhagen is playing Hogger. I think that's actually the secret. Nick is just switching his hero every single time they lose a game. So if they don't lose, he doesn't switch heroes. Therefore, we're going to see as many Cassia games as it takes until they finally lose one, and then he's going to switch back to Hanzo. We finally sniffed it out. That's the play, everybody. And by the way, talking about plays, we have a change. Rutsu is not relying on his style any longer. Nope, he's going into the more standard build. Shadow Hunter on level 1, so we will see some Might of the Narazim plays for him instead of the Void Prison Isolation. At least that's what it looks like right now, unless he changes things up. So, yeah, definitely adapting to the situation a bit. Top side, Copenhagen gets the help from Brightwing. And Skork, yeah, he's going to be fine on Blaze for now. Nothing too crazy is going to happen here early on, at least it shouldn't. Maybe if Zeratul catches a lonely bird somewhere on the map. But even that I don't really see happen. Okay, with a stun and then Zeratul moving in, that would be a different story. But Hazu's a bit too experienced to let that happen. That's very... yeah, that's likely not going to be a thing. Okay, so all the way up at the top. Skork still holding the XP, of course. They go for the camps now. And this time it seems that the Hardos are aggressively trying to take it. That is way more of an engage than I expected from them. Not too bad. The problem is that Hazu is low. Rutsu is going to rip them a new one now. Rutsu should be able to absolutely demolish them here. At least Brightwing. Yasu is completely lost. He's just like, I don't want to be here. Delays it for as long as he can, but the fruit fly is of course going to die. It's just a matter of time. The camp was taken by the red team though. And Benny is now paying the price for it. So it's one pumpkin camp that was claimed. And they go for a counter kill. He just got body blocked by his teammate and got away. But it's 2 kills against the Hardos, and they also have to Hearthstone Nick back. So there's a lot of control that they just lost on the map, and the camp has already been, well, defeated. Took 1 tower down, that's pretty much all that they got for their troubles. So it's an early level 4, half a level of a lead. And now they're even going for Brightwing. The oil spill is in, Brightwing gets stunned. And that is another kill. Yeah, well played. Very little else to say. So they're now going also for the camp up at the top. But a good job here. Really, really good job by the team in blue. Got a bit angry apparently after losing out on the last map. So that's already 3 kills to 0. And a pretty decent experience lead for the Donuts. Zeratul, ooh, good stumbled. Nice engage by Benny. Can't really do anything with it, but still. That's a great start into the game. Not gonna lie. Donuts obviously not really with a advantage that they can now snowball to victory right away, but it's gonna add up over time unless the Hardos are able to bring it back. We have 3 altars up. Even if the Hardos win one of them, I would still give the blue team a slight lead. No reverberation this time. Going into the thunderclap. And down here, the second altar gets channeled by the Hardos. The experience lead is there, though. Thunderburn is in. We got the magic spit. But Brightwing is just disgusting. I honestly don't understand why people like Brightwing. Friend. Shut up. Magic spit. I mean, everything about that hero is disgusting. Even the talent names are disgusting. It's just like, ugh. Invisible friends. Yeah, because nobody wants to be friends with you. You eat people. It's like, ugh. Oh, there's the stun. The bird! Oh, okay. Hazu is down. The chicken is eliminated. And yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere. 4 kills to 0. Easy. And they have that. They nearly have a level lead. The thing about the Donuts is that they are a little bit infamous at this point for throwing away advantages that they have. So I would not overvalue that level lead just yet. So yeah, gotta be a little bit careful with that. They have a level lead, they have 4 kills to 0, and they might be a bit behind on points on the core, but again, that doesn't mean a whole lot in the early game. But Zeratul gets killed, yeah. Those Dormants of Bad Benny have been pretty much on point. They go for a counter kill though, and the Fleabag is dead as well. Critical missed for Brightwing. Yeah. Brightwing was always ganz schöner Mist. Mist Viech, you could say. They got Muradin too. Dwarf is down. Jesus, they are murdering them. Guys, look at this. 6 kills to 1. And now they're going for the bot lane. I mean, holy hell. With Sylvanas in their midst, they can now push this so much easier too. And the Hardos are falling back way too soon in this game. Once that level 10 is ready, GD Donuts can pretty much do whatever they want. So this is getting a bit dangerous for the red team. And with a bit, I mean a lot. Yeah. They are trying to get out here. I mean, that channel would actually mean a lot, but there's level 10. You can't fight this. You gotta get the hell out of there. Zeratul or no Zeratul, I don't care. Once that he's there, you are just going to die. So right now, we have Zeratul in the middle. They got the channel. They allowed them to get the channel. Now, they're gonna pay a price for it, but I am still a bit... I mean, I'm baffled. Why would they allow that to happen? It's not gonna matter too much, I suppose. Stukov. Get flattened. Big push into the wall and he just gets killed. The big clap right there. Love it. Absolutely love it. But now they can, of course, start to take bell towers. Easily. With Sylvanas and a level 10 advantage. Yeah, there's just no problem for them at all. Seems like they're expecting them to maybe even go for the boss. Muradin is anchoring the play, even a rotation from the bottom to try and stop them at attacking the wall. Would not go unnoticed. But here come the shots. They get a couple of those connected, and they're moving into the middle. They want to get two. They want to get two with this, and they might be able to pull that off. Maybe not 100%, but that's 50% of the HP gone already. Can they go for the gas? Tarzobs, the stun, the chicken, no! The bird is dead again. Time for the KFC basket. Gets kicked around a little bit too. Yeah, I like my Falstad wings nice and tender, please. A little bit spicy. And they also lose Cassia. Oh my god. Get wrecked. They are getting absolutely murdered here. 11 kills and 10 of those in favor of the Donuts. Yeah, check this one out. I mean, right there. That's how all of that started. So they're starting to go in for Nick. Nick gets stunned, gets blown to pieces. That's shortly after Falstad fell. Then they get the second kill against Hogger. And they get also the bell tower in the middle. So that means right now, 6 bell towers in this game are controlled by the Donuts. And the Hardos only have access to pretty much one. The one at the top lane. The Donuts got mad. They got really mad. And that's 6 shots fired with a single altar. Can you imagine what would have happened here if that was a triple or a double altar phase? They would be so far behind. As it stands now, it's nearly even points on the core though, but there's still a 2-level advantage with a level 13 talent to boot. That helps them. Now obviously you can't hold these bell towers forever, so at least the one in the mid lane gets retaken. But yep. I like it. I like it. They tried something. The problem is that that Valkyrie is on point. And this is what I mean with them getting a little bit too greedy. I like the engage or the idea that they're trying to at least force some fights here around level 13, but maybe not quite on the edge of the death zone. All that was needed to hit and kill Anubarak was a good Valkyrie from Nick. And I mean, to be fair, he didn't have a whole lot of those on the last map, but at least here, this one hit perfectly, and that's the end of the front line. So Rutzer has done some damage at top side, but they reclaim the bell tower, and now, it's, I mean, 4 bell towers to 4, level 30 to level 13, there's still a level advantage for the Donuts, but yeah. They haven't lost the advantage yet. Oh, baiting out the wind tunnel. Rutsu, left, right, right, left, and yeah. Missed the singularity spike, but was able to get out. And now instead they're focusing on Copenhagen here in the middle. Now this is not over, of course. This is still not Spider Queen, Towers of Doom. This isn't over that easily. But the Hardos are already making a couple of moves to bring this back. Which team takes the lead? That's the big question. Game number 3 of the best of 5. And Nubarak, what? He's back on the map already? Well, I guess he's dead again. But so is Muradin, so it's a 4 versus 4. Hogger with a spin and the shockwave. And Stukov is gone. Stukov gone. Here's the birdie. Skog is in trouble. So is Macke. He tries to jump out and gets away. So they are able to save Sylvanas, and I suppose that Rutzo is also going to make it. Skog, on the other hand, is a bit low. Oh my god. 88 points. And Zeratul, yes, he gets away too. Jesus. The great escape of 2021. 4 more shots fired against the red team score just as Anubara comes back then again. And at the bottom of the map, Hazu is already going for the next. They are taking the big lead again. This series is just so bonkers. It's back and forth the entire time. Now, despite the fact that they just fell behind in core points, they are still ahead in experience, and that will of course grant them a level 60 talent that they can use for the next team fight. Well, or maybe not, because it seems like we're going to get another kill easily. Skog is getting pushed from the left to the right and back to the left, straight into Hogger's debris here, and that's another kill. So, what looked like an easy victory for the Donuts is once again an absolute open game. 11 kills to 5, and the Hardos are only half a level behind. Cassia, Cocoon on Brightwing, and can they get the kill? The Wailing Arrow, Zeratul is here, and they take the Fruit Fly down. Nicely done. Back and forth, honestly, these two teams are nuts at this point. And they're just going ham. It's just kill after kill after kill. One engage after another. And now they're going for the bell tower down here. 16 talents are available for both teams. We have 35,000 damage for Sylvanas, who by the way is the only one in this entire game that hasn't died yet. 30,000 damage for Pogger. And now we have another pumpkin camp right there for the taking. Triple altar phase is coming up next. God, this is good. What a series. Okay, so we have top right. Yeah, they can try and secure that. 22 stacks, by the way, for the birdie on level 1 with the frequent flyer here. Rutsu. They know someone is hiding in those bushes. But it's 5 bell towers against 3, so the control advantage goes to the Donuts. If they get 2 out of the 3, and it seems like they will, they're going to take this. Because pumpkins are pushing, they need to be dealt with. At the top, they try to interrupt too, but they can't. So yeah, 3 shots fired against 10 in total. 17 to 17. Oh yeah, dead even. 12 kills to 5. 17 kills in 12 minutes. Bot lane, they want to hold on to that bell tower for as long as they can. Yeah, this is a stun on Mirrodin. Get hit hard. And Zeratul is still rotating. What's actually the wave clear on Zeratul? 82,000 damage by him. 82,000 by Zeratul. Moving from lane to lane the entire time. Rutsu with some serious plays. Not only on the macro side, but also the engages that he made happen in the past few battles. Right now, they go for a kill again. Bunker finally up. Here comes the Mighty Gust, but Skog this time is safe. They were really trying to control him as best as they can with the polymorph, with stuns, everything they had. But he was able to get the bunker out, and they saved everybody. But Blaze was under so much pressure there. It really seemed like they would get that kill again and could then start hunting once more. We're not quite there yet. So Rutsu starts the rotation into the middle again, trying to push the lane towards the bell tower and work on that. Eventually they're going to lose this one down here, and if they can trade for the bell tower in another lane... Oh, big jet propulsion! Oh, get murdered! What? That was crazy. That was awesome. Alright, another quick look on this one, guys. So yeah, while they're pushing the middle, check this one out. As they're making the play, the jet propulsion hits 4 and then they follow up on it. Easy kills. Hoggar down, Falstead down. They get the bell tower in the middle, and now they're working on the entire barrage as Zeratul is transitioning towards the top lane and is starting to take this one down too. Easy. Yeah, and of course down here they see the same thing happening. They're trying to prevent this from being taken, but there's the channel. Channel 1, Channel 2, the barrage is starting, and that is a massive amount of shots fired. 2 points on the core. They at least retake the bot lane, but of course the boss is now also going to be claimed, and the Chili Donuts are locking in, I don't want to say an easy victory, but a pretty decisive one against the Hardos. Nicely done here. Another 4 shots fired, and that is the end, everybody. 2-1 lead for the Donuts against the Hardos in this best of 5 in the losers bracket. Sky Temple, map number 4. This could be the moment that Chili Donuts uses to advance to the grand final and face off against Team But, well, for now, the Hardos have another opportunity to bring this back and force the entire series. If they win on Sky Temple, then we're going to the 5th and final map of all of this. We're still in the losers bracket final. And guys, once again, a big shout out to our Mr. X, the anonymous, yes. Sometimes English is hard, especially if I've been casting for a long day. Yeah. Supporter and also sponsor of these tournaments. So we had already the X Cup summer season, now we have the X Cup fall season, and all of that would not be possible without him. So once again, big shout out. And that's the awesome thing about all of this, because it's pretty much created by the community and also supported by the community. Mr. X, longtime Heroes of the Storm fan, played since Alpha, watched of course the competitive scene before HGC, during HGC, and then realized after HGC that Blizzard kind of dropped esports a bit and stepped into the breach to help out with tournaments like this one. So a big shout out to our Mr. X for making all of this possible. Sky Temple, as I mentioned, is the map, and Zeratul got banned. The Roots. This is the crazy thing about Rutsu. I mean, previously, what did they ban? They banned Zarya every time, right? And now Rutsu picked Zeratul, and you're like, yeah, that's not going to happen again. So they banned Zeratul, and yeah, do they ban Zarya as well? No, it's an Uberak, but it's kind of funny if you think about it, because at this point you have a situation in which they are really thinking about just using all of their bans for one single player on the other side, which kind of makes sense, honestly. But it's kind of funny. I mean, Rutsu is the flex role that allows them to go into so many different strategies, being it one around Zarya, where they go for a double supported Vala, where they go for that Garrosh and Zarya combo, or just simply use Zeratul to pressure the backline, go for the birdie like they just did. If anything, I'm surprised that we didn't see a ban on any of the globals yet, because I think all of them are going to make an appearance here. With all of them, I mean Brightwing, Dehaka, and Falstad. Dehaka gets picked instantly first. Normally that doesn't happen too much. I mean, granted, Stukov was banned, but still. And now I would be very surprised to not see Falstad getting taken here. Because giving an opportunity over to the Hardos to go for Dehaka and Falstad and fully play macro, not so sure. So, yeah. There's Lunara and Brightwing. Fair enough. Brightwing over Falstad for now. Could still play the double global here. Gone are the days where we had triple global. You remember Fnatic? Dehaka, Brightwing, Falstad? Those were the days, guys. Insta coordination with those, and yeah, obviously the McDonald's strategy as well on Sky Temple was pretty spectacular. Going full Chen back in the days when towers and forts had ammunition and you could drain that. But yeah, that's not the case any longer. Ooh, we get Greymane! There's the big bad wolf. Gotta be careful with your Red Riding Hood pick. Hard counter detected right there. And we also have Murden at this point for the front line. Bad Benny going full dwarf. Thinking about it, maybe that thing that Bad Benny had in his face wasn't an attempt at growing such a majestic beard as Murden has. Maybe, just maybe. There's a thought right there. Vikings are banned too. I'm always sad when they get banned. Simply because it always, hints at the possibility of them actually being taken and picked. But we had our Viking game. And none other than Whoopi himself played them. And won. But that was unfortunately for them the only map that they won in that series. Okay, next ban, last ban, and it's Falstad. So they're denying another global to the Chili Donuts. Obviously always assuming that the Donuts are not going into an ETC pick with stage dive. Which we've also seen quite a lot, so that's another one. You have to keep the boss fights in mind when you're drafting here. Because a lot of these games really end up with a big battle over the boss. And if you have good control with the Mighty Gust, I don't know, Bunker, you name it, you can do a lot here. And look at that, Lauber with ETC and Skork on Blaze. Interesting. Now, Mosh Pit isn't out of the question. But we have Dehaka for interrupts, we have Bad Benny on interrupts with Murden. So, that might be a stage dive. They could even switch it up and put Lauber on Blaze, play him as a main tank, and then play ETC as a sideliner. But no matter how they play it, they can definitely go for stage dive here if they feel that's beneficial to their lineup. There's Uther for the Divine Shield on Greymane, and we get Li Ming. Alright, Li Ming for the poke, Greymane coming in for the bullet to finish the job, finish what she started. Yeah, now Rutsu, once again. The big question mark. What is he gonna play? Are you gonna see another hero that can force the engage, another Maiev to allow Lunara to get more damage out, or just another damage dealer himself? Zarya! Finally not banned, they go for Zarya. The first time that Zarya doesn't get banned and he immediately picks her. Sky Temple, everybody. Map number 4 between Chili Donuts and the Hardos here in the Losers Bracket Final. Chili Donuts against the Hardos. Mako and Lunara, everybody. The blue team with Lauba on ETC, Banana H on Brightwing, Rutsu on Zarya, and Skog plays Blaze in our 4th game of the series. Obviously, Hardos are pretty determined to push this all the way to game number 5. They don't want to lose here and drop out of the tournament. They would still take 3rd place, so it's not too bad. But the grand final is, of course, the goal. We got Bad Benny on Mirrodin, Harzobs on Greymane, Nick on Li Ming, Copenhagen on Dehaka, and Yazu on Uther. Right, it's the battle for the Watchtower. All go for the vision, everybody. Zarya is interesting here. I like it. I really like it. I like it because it's just such an iconic pick for Rutsu at this point, and that they use it now just to put the fear of Zarya into the minds of everyone is kind of awesome. This is a cool thing about heroes. There's obviously a meta that is very easily established within a region, but there's always a few players that break out of it, at least to an extent, and then force certain preference bans, which is kind of nice. And we had so many of them in the past. So they're gonna try and attack with Zarya and take that wall down, but they are also receiving the same treatment in the mid lane, where Greymane is just chunking structures down. That guy can do so much work here, and that's exactly what he's currently trying to do. So, as you can see, down at the bottom of the map, oh, that's a nice drag. Lauba! At this point, you gotta ask yourself if it's on purpose. I mean, first of all, Benny, what were you thinking? I mean, seriously. Come on, dude. Why is Benny still there? So, Benny dies, but Lauba dying first is just a fucking meme at this point. Like, seriously? Again? You gotta ask yourself sometimes, does he do it on purpose, yes or no? One way or another, the drag connects with ETC and he falls. But Benny, I guess he had some pity on them and felt sorry, so he just stayed at the wall and was like, yeah, you can kill me too, it's fine. So we got a 1v1 on the kill count, but it's just amazing. Some of these games and the way they start up, it's just a full-on meme. I don't know if some of them were just still a little bit AFK or playing with their feet, but either way, it was kind of funny. Bad Benny turns into Dead Benny, shows a bit of mercy here, and now that we're heading into level 4, we got in this case, again, the magic spit right there. The question is mostly what's... Oh, Rutsu is going to do. Don't think we're going to get the speed barrier here. Oh, hello, Yazu, careful. That Uther is going to suffer. Uther is actually going to suffer a lot anyways. He's going to have some real trouble healing all of this out. There's the speed barrier, by the way, after all, so they're going to go for the extra mobility. And as Blaze and Li Ming, interestingly enough, are rotating between the lanes, the blue team has started to heavily push the top. I mean, heavily at this point. Really coming in to take down the entire wall and drop them quickly here. So, Rutsu, yeah, they take the camp down, or the remaining few forces from this one. Every single time that you do damage on Sky Temple against structures, you are just pulling ahead a little bit. And this all happens before the shrines are even up. So that's the next big one. No shrine has been taken yet, but that's going to happen sooner rather than later. The red team is taking position in the middle of the map. Down to the bottom, we have our boy Blaze, still holding experience, and actually slowing down, or trying to slow down Greymane a little bit. Yeah, Nick against Make. Oh, Make might fall here, but only because Yasu came in and assisted with Uther. But the fight continues, guys. They are on the run, and they are running as fast as they can. Li Ming and Uther both get out. Dehaka is moving in. The drag, the connect, and Banana dies. Banana dies, but Benny gets interrupted on the jump. But they still survive. ETC is just coming in too late to have an impact here. They were thinking about it, but they can't do anything. Level 7 for both now ready. Shokin, Pollen, and Make, he connects the damage. The top fort is still standing as ETC disengaged from the temple. He still left a few shots there. And the same is happening in the middle, of course, too, as you can see. So the Hardos are trying to clean everything up here. And they're doing serious damage to the fort in the middle. They will eventually take that down. Top side is also a lot left. And this is definitely going to be the end of the fort. So both of them are fairly successful in their attempt to take some of the structures down. The one thing I have to point out here, by the way, is what Li Ming is doing. Li Ming actually heads into Seeker. No Calamity on this map. Now that's quite the statement. Calamity is pretty much mandatory, to an extent where people have been arguing in the past that it should be baseline. Very, very rarely do you see anything else take it, but in this case, Nick goes for Seeker. Now, this is 1 in 50 games where you see that happen, but Nick has done it in the past. He's done it once or twice in the qualifiers, but of course, qualifiers are always a little bit weird. You never really know, would they do it against any team that is playing on their level? And I guess the answer to that is yes. It's a pretty important game for them. And they are risking it. So no Calamity. Not going to be close enough to the action to go for the quick pop and hop trying to take someone down here with a whack-a-mole. But instead fighting from a distance. And let's see if that's going to work for him. Maybe even an adjustment on the level 13 talent. I mean, if they really want to go far out here and risk something, they could try and pull that off. But currently they're suffering a mad amount of damage at the bot lane. The fountain gone. That's horrible for the next objective. That's actually a disaster. Look at the experience lead. Nearly level 10 now for the Donuts. So I guess that the Hardos have to risk something here. But we will see what he can actually do with this. I mean, first he needs to get some value out of it. And now that level 10 abilities are against them, it's going to be difficult. Skog at the top. I mean, he is likely going to die now. He can buy them some time, though. And that's exactly what he does. He is going to fall. But he's going to trade his life for some time. For the rest of the team, who's currently down at the bottom of the map, and they are going for it. We got, by the way, the Mosh Pit, no stage dive, and on top of that, we also have now Brightwing going straight into the Emerald Wind. The level 20 upgrade is going to be insane for this one, but it's also something that can be used around the boss. And guess what? That's exactly where they're headed now. They're going for the boss. The temple is activating in 18 seconds. They got the vision at the top lane. They know fully well that the Hardos are currently trying to take the structures down, and Blaze is attempting to slow them or stop them. But the boss will be taken. And I don't know, guys. This is getting dangerous for the Hardos. Really dangerous. They're losing way too many structures. And the boss is just going to enhance the situation even further. But Blaze died again. So they jumped in. They had the stuns. You got Uther. You got not only the drag on the Haka, but also the engage from Bad Benny. So they get the structure here. It's nice pressure from the Hardos. Don't get me wrong, it's a bit of a weird situation. Because they kill Blaze, they now are able to take down the fort, and so that momentum that they're building on the top lane is quite nice and important. It doesn't change the fact that they're losing a lot of ground. They are still an entire structure behind. They lose that fort now because they completely give the temple up. The Haka is coming in and immediately regrets his choice. Tries to sneak a few of those away. Li Ming has defended, but even one of those towers has already been taken down. And at the top, they're now making a play for Benny. And Bad Benny turns once again into Dead Benny. Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting game, to say the least. So, it's not over by any means yet, but of course losing the entire outer ring of defense is a bit of a problem. If they are catching a few more heroes here, that could get worse so quickly. Lauber with a speed barrier. Is he gonna go for the slide? Oh, that is a beautiful move. And it forces the Divine Shield from Yasuo. Yasuo with the Divine Shield, 4 kills to 3. It's actually kind of funny because the Hardos are ahead in kills. The Hardos are ahead in kills, but, well, Chili Donuts are ahead pretty much anywhere else. So, at the top, Camp is going to push. Level 13 talents are now also available, and they're even stealing the Siege Giants away from the red team. And since they are still an entire level away from the next talent, the advantage is being used to push the bot lane. And there's pretty much nothing that can be done by the Hardos. They can try and get everybody down to the bot lane in an attempt to defend the keep, which they should. But we're coming back to the same statement that I made at the beginning. It's Sky Temple. Every little bit of damage that you can do to structures without using the objective is a win. It always puts you in a position where trading objectives with your opponent will eventually win you the game. And that's exactly where we are right now. They already annihilated the wall at the bot lane on the keep. and they are an entire fort ahead. And yes, as already assumed, we have Glass Cannon. Nick is playing a very risky game here. He's playing a very, very risky game. He has 20,000 damage currently on Liming, but now after he went Seeker on level 7, he goes Glass Cannon on 13. And that gives him a whole lot of burst damage, but if that fails, then they are gonna get murdered. And if he at any point is close enough for anybody, for example Lunara, to get solid damage in on him as a single target, then he can just simply kiss his life goodbye or hope for Uther to drop a Divine Shield. And Uther is already in trouble, as you can see. Yasuo is not gonna make it. So Yasuo is down, 4 kills to 4 now, and things are likely gonna get worse before they get better for the Hardos. Because now Siege Giants are pushing the bot lane, double Temple is gonna come up soon. Nick needs to blow someone up, but instead it's the Haka that falls. Oh boy, yep, there's another play for Bad Benny. He pops the Avatar, uses the ult, they get the stun. This is not looking good, guys. It's not looking good for the Hardos at all. They already lost in the winner bracket in the first round against the Chili Donuts. And it seems like the blue team is going to try and repeat that result. Shots fired from the temple in the middle. A bit of B-step action by Banana H2. Down at the bottom of the map, Lauba is taking temple number 2. They're closing in on level 16. Down here, the keep is already getting attacked. The shots are fired in the middle as well. It is an utter disaster for the Hardos on the 4th map, and they cannot lose here. If they lose on Sky Temple, they are out of the tournament. They would take a pretty respectable 3rd place, but of course you want to advance to the grand final. Market could be blown up. Here's the low 8-point pool. Ooh, Jet Propulsion missing. The Haka not moving farther out. Nick still looking for good damage. And he is ahead, but he hasn't really solidified any kills just yet. Keep at the bot lane has fallen. And with all the shots that they're firing, guys, we're going to likely see a second keep fall, or at least go super low. And talking about that Divine Shield, oh boy. Oh my god, what a clutch save by Yasuo. Good job. Yasuo with a big save right there. But can they save this? And if Lunara gets close enough, then the answer is going to be no. But Make eats the entire combo from Nick, and that nearly blows him from 100 to 0. So they're trying to get close enough to the keep. Can't just make it work yet, but they got level 16. And can of course go for the camps once again. And with the Siege Giants, we should also see the boss come up. Yep, 2 seconds. That's bad news. Oh god, if they can get a kill now, they will go boss immediately afterwards. And they're gonna try. Avatar already got popped, and they're sticking close to the boss. Half a level until 16, and that boss would move core right away. The Hardos might have to fight this, even without the 16 talent. They're already double checking. They might have to go for it. And this is obviously also an opportunity. Yes, it's a shitty fight for you. You're down a talent, but at the same time, if you win that battle and take the boss, all of a sudden you're building momentum. So this is a bit of a risk that the Donuts are running, but they still got the Mosh Pit, and they got Brightwing. And Brightwing's ult is fantastic for a situation like this. They go for it right here. Boss is taken, and now they want to go for the Haka. They make the play for the rest of the team as well. There's the Mosh Pit to try and isolate him away. Meridian doesn't give a shit, just jumps around it and doesn't care. But now the red team has to defend the bot lane, and everybody else is isolated. We have the Haka in the middle. Greymane is there too. He's trying to escape, gets fully stunned by the Jet Propulsion. The Divine Shield saves him for now, but you already guessed it. That keep is not going to survive. There's no way. Oh, come on. There is no way they're gonna let this thing stand. Ooh. Then again, they got double temples coming up. So yeah, that will eventually take the keep down anyways. So that's actually much better. That's much safer. They could have moved in and simply taken it down, but there's nothing to soak shots anymore. So once that Brightwing arrives at the bot lane, the keep is gonna fall. So yeah, that's the best way probably to take it. And now that they're having double shots connecting up at the top, they can do even more here. Another Siege Giant camp that is pushing through too. So 18 to 16, 6 kills to 4. Oh boy, this is bad news for the Hardos. Real bad news. Especially since up at the top now, we're not only going to see that fountain fall, but the keep is going to take some damage as well. And they are now just simply moving in on the top temple. And the red team is forcing Blaze off, but they couldn't get a kill here. And they need to do something about this. They can't just simply watch them take these shots. The keep will be eliminated, and then the core gets attacked directly. The Hardos, they are in deep shit. Now, they try to go for Blaze down here, but you can see that those rotational plays are making it tricky, and the shots are fired, so Blaze is just wasting their time. He's literally just wasting their time. He doesn't care. And now they have a camp coming in, second camp is taken, the temple has still some shots remaining, and the next few shots will attack the core. So now they're pushed back, siege giants are moving in through the bot lane, or at least one of them. A double camp at the top, ETC is firing shots against the core, it's now going to start and drop the shields, and they will do damage. They won't be able to take it down, but this thing is going to eat some damage now. So here come the shots, 95, another few shots coming in, and this one gets dropped down to 77% already. Every single lane is pushing against the Hardos, and the Donuts are just outplaying them here. 6 kills to 5, Blaze died a few times. A lot of this was him buying time for the rest of the team to be useful somewhere else on the map. Li Ming, yes, with a glass cannon build in Zika, is currently top damage in the game, is 4,000 damage ahead of Lunara. Not a lot, but still counts. The problem is that it's just not helping them. And now you are pretty much in a... I mean, honestly, this is checkmate. Unless the Donuts absolutely int. And they've done it before. But unless they absolutely int, how are they going to lose this game? Half a level and they're going to have level 20. That's a big advantage that they have for a long time. We have the possibility for them to push through a lane for the core. They can at the same time just simply try and go for the shots. And they have also the talent advantage. The only good thing for the Hardos right now is that the next objective is a single altar or a single shrine and not 2 on the map. That's the only thing working in their favor. 40,000 damage for Lunara, 44 for Li Ming, and the Hardos need a small miracle at this point. They really do. Here comes the level 20, and I can tell you that the intensive wins, as much as it sounds like a farting joke, this thing is hitting hard. Yeah, this one is pretty brutal. If you... like, that cooldown reduction is very, very annoying. And here comes the fight. And this is a bad battle to fight. Level 20 versus level 19. Temple activating 2. Pressure with catapults at the bottom of the map. 16 minutes into the game. These things are starting to hurt for real. Stormbolt gets soaked up, no problem whatsoever. And here's the temple. 5 seconds. And 3 catapults are soon going to be accumulated at the bot lane. And someone needs to deal with it eventually. It has to be the Arca. The shots are being fired and the shields are falling. Here comes the play. Meridian gets focused. Pops the avatar. They go for Brightwing. Nearly get the kill, but ETC makes them dance, but the cow is down. That's the kill. The Hardos, maybe, just maybe. Lunara! The Divine Shield keeps Benny alive, and Bambi hops away from the fight, but the Wolf is hungry and gets the kill. More shots fired, and the shield is falling, but the Hardos... are they going to get Skog? Yes, they are. 3 kills for the Hardos. They still need to send the Haka back. They need to send someone back. Kutsu! He's able to get away. He survives. He's the only one. Guys, they can't end in time. No way. Not against 3 catapults. They cannot end this in time. No, it's not possible. They need to go back. They need to go back. Not like this. Oh, 60%, 63%. The minion waves, they can maybe take it. Are you kidding me? 40%, 30%. The shots are fired. It's so close. But the Donuts take it. The Donuts with a win. 3-1 against the Hardos. GG and well played.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.